Let's imagine. You're waking up in the morning. The alarm goes off on your smartphone. The first thing you do is checking your apps and snaps from friends that you've received overnight. Next, you go to your social media channels and you scroll through your feeds that were consciously curated by smart algorithms specifically for you. When you prepare your breakfast, you put on some music in the background. The recommender system of your favorite streaming service chooses the next song for you, and what a coincidence! It's the perfect song to start this day with.
I found a love.
On your way to school, you decide to buy yourself a coffee. You pay with your digital wallet on your smartwatch or your smartphone. And when you're at school, you realize that you received an advertisement of that pair of shoes that your friend was talking about yesterday. How is that possible? Are our phones really listening in on us? Or is there something else? In fact, by the time that you're having lunch, you've interacted with the countless digital services and platforms that have collected data about you and immediately analyzed it. In fact, many of the aspects of our daily lives are intertwined with the digital world. Think about it. When we communicate with our friends, when we binge watch a series, when we listen to music, or even when we try to find love. We encounter multiple complex networks and digital platforms in all of these activities. Now, these are not just tools, these are technologies that actually have the potential to change our society or us. So have you ever wondered about the consequences of all of these digital transformations? What does it really mean to our identity, to our privacy, or maybe what does it mean to our democracy? All these data constantly collected and analyzed. Hi, welcome to this program presentation of the Bachelor Digital Society at Maastricht University. My name is Thomas and I'm the program director of this fascinating program. In the next few minutes, I hope to show you why I indeed believe that this program is fascinating. So why would you study this program? Well, in the first place, this is a very future-focused program. What that means is that the program tries to prepare you and anticipate on future developments in the digital realm. At the same time, we try to be a cutting-edge program. With cutting edge, we really mean at the forefront of technological developments and innovations. With cutting edge, we also mean that you are getting hands-on experience with the latest technologies in trying to understand them from the inside out. At the same time, the program is future-proof in the sense that we try to prepare you also for AI careers that at the moment of recording this video maybe not exist yet. Students who started this program 5 years ago are now doing jobs that didn't exist back then. So how do we do that? How do we train students for jobs that do not exist yet? Well, we do that with the following set of activities. In the first place, our bachelor program is interdisciplinary. Interdisciplinarity means that we're trying to make a mix, a cocktail of different academic disciplines, and we try to merge these perspectives to understand phenomena in society or in our daily lives. So that means it's not just a philosophy program or a history program or a psychology program. We try to use theories and insights from all of these different disciplines and we bring them together in one new perspective. At the same time, we have an integrated curriculum. I will tell a little bit more about that in the next slides. But what it really means is that our courses really fit into each other like puzzle pieces. In each period, you're following several courses, and these courses hinge on one another. Also, the courses the following years hinge on the courses in previous years. In that sense, our program builds up in complexity over 3 years and decreases in support. So you're more and more on your own feet. Also, We're using here in the Bachelor Digital Society program, we use Maastricht University signature teaching philosophy, the problem-based learning. Problem-based learning, I will tell a little bit more about it later, but it means that we have studies, you're studying in small groups, in tutorials, but you're also having lectures and a lot of self-study. In the next few slides, I will explain this more in detail. It's also a unique program. This mix of interdisciplinarity and integrated curriculum with a problem-based learning approach is unique in the Netherlands and in Europe. So how does our program look like? I will explain that with the help of this visual. The Bachelor program is a 3-year program. Each year is divided into 5 periods. Period 1, roughly September-October. Period 2, roughly November-December. Period 3, January. Period 4, February-March. And period 5 is April-May. Each period is divided into 8 weeks, with an exception of period 3. Period 3 has only 4 weeks. These 8 weeks mean 7 weeks of studying, 1 week of exams. Each period is divided into 2 courses, or in other words, you're following 2 courses in parallel in each period, again with an exception of period 3. Each period you will learn a skill, as well as you will be following substantive courses, with an exception of period 3, where you're only following a skills course. This is how your first year looks like. Your second year is basically the same, but in your third year, as we say, the gates of heaven open. Here, suddenly you can pick your curriculum a little bit more to your own desires. In the first semester, so the first half of the third year, you can go on an internship, you can go abroad, or you can choose minors from other faculties here at Maastricht University or any other university in the Netherlands. In the second half of your third year, you will be writing your bachelor thesis, where all of this knowledge, skills and mindset come together into your own research project. If we look at the different courses, and in the next slide, I will dive more deeper into the first year, we will see the different courses that we have. And here you can also see that this really builds up in complexity. In the first year, you start with foundational courses in which you learn about digital technologies and also what they mean to different aspects of our digital society. In your second year, you learn more about doing data analysis, doing research, and in your third year, you are taking this with you on your own individual research project. In the first 2 years, you will also be supervised by a mentor throughout your studies, and there will be a year-long course called Surveillance Society. Now, if we look at the first year program a little bit more in detail, you can see that you will start with a skills course that is called Virtual Worlds. Virtual Worlds is really a course that tries to explore with you what is reality. What are the boundaries between the reality, the digital, and the virtual, and the physical? In this course, for example, you will learn to build avatars, online identities, but you will also explore with building and working with virtual reality. In parallel, you have the What is a Digital Society course, which is a broad overview course of all the theories that we expect you to know in this program. In the second period, you're being introduced to Introduction to Digital Technologies, to several digital technologies ranging from cybersecurity to podcasting. In the parallel course, you are learning about the digitalisation consequences of politics. So what are the ramifications of social media for democracies, for example? In period 3, you will learn more about how to do research and how to ask good research questions. In the end, this is an academic program. So you will be trained on how to do research. At the end of the year, you will be looking at digital sources online and digital cultures alongside other courses. Over the year, you have the Surveillance Society course. In this course, you're introduced to several theories about surveillance, what it is that all these data are collected and analyzed all the time, and what that means to our behavior. If we look at how a regular average week for you look like in your first year, we can look at this table. Every day is built up in 4 different blocks. Blocks from 8:30 to 10:30, so blocks of 2 hours with a half an hour break in between. As you can see here, you have different tutorials and lectures over the week, but there is a lot of room for individual study. Again, this is a very important aspect of the PBL system here in Maastricht. So what is that really, PBL? PBL consists of 4 principles: contextual, collaborative, constructive, and self-directed. In contextual, what we try to do in the program is always to relate the things that we're looking at in class to real-world examples. With collaborative, we refer to the idea that we're in small groups and students really have to collaboratively construct new insights. So they work a lot together in small groups and in teams. Constructive also means that we are building up this knowledge based on what we have already known or based on different perspectives. Think about, for example, a discussion about surveillance. Surveillance may mean very different things for students from Asian countries versus European countries, for example. This creates a new constructed knowledge together as a group. And with self-directed, we really mean that you have a lot of self-study. This can, of course, also mean that you're doing it together with your peers or your fellow students, but that you're on your own studying and reading. The Bachelor Digital Society is really an interdisciplinary program. It means that it prepares you also for a lot of different master programs. We see students gravitating towards programs in, for example, the field of digital humanities or new media, but we also see students choosing masters in the direction of philosophy and ethics of digitalisation. For example, in the Master of Data and AI Ethics in Edinburgh. Other students choose more a business-directed masters in, for example, digital business and economics here in Maastricht, or more technical fields such as data science and society in Tilburg. The Bachelor Digital Society also gives you direct access to our Master Digital Cultures here at the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences at Maastricht University. If you choose to go for a job after the Bachelor, that's also possible, and also here you have a wide range of possibilities. Based on the previous cohorts that have graduated from our program, we see that many students land jobs in positions such as technology specialists, project managers, consultants, policymakers, software engineers, and many more options. We see students having jobs at Siemens, Microsoft, and, for example, at a major Dutch bank, ING. If you're interested to hear more about their experiences, so our alumni, please follow also our playlist on YouTube From Campus to Career, in which Digital Society graduates explain how the program has been instrumental to their day-to-day jobs. If you are interested in studying this program, you can always apply through our standard application procedure. Please pay attention to the deadlines. If you're a non-EU citizen, then your deadline is the 1st of April. Or if you're an EU citizen, it will be the 1st of May. Normally, if you have the equivalent of a VWO diploma, Dutch VWO diploma, you are admissible to this program. This year, the application procedure will also include a matching questionnaire, which helps you to manage your expectations about the program, but also helps you to discover whether there is a good match between the program, the university, and your own interests. If you're interested in this program, please consult our website for more information, and also consider visiting our open days, experience days, and many more options to get in touch with us and our campus. Please follow us on our social media channels on Instagram, Facebook, and of course, TikTok. Thank you very much, and I hope that I've convinced you that this is indeed a fascinating program, and I hope to see you in September.